Imperial Tobacco Group has 52 factories worldwide. It's one of the largest tobacco manufacturers in the UK. Nottingham is a multi-product factory. It manufactures cigarettes, filter rods, make your own and roll your own pouches as well. Tobacco waste, by the nature of what we manufacture, we need to ensure that any waste that is disposed of is handled in a very secure and confidential way. We have an obligation through Revenue and Customs to ensure that any tobacco waste is disposed of and destroyed, and we can demonstrate that it has been destroyed effectively. So we are reliant on a waste company that can help us manage our waste. We felt that FCC Environment offered that in a perfect package.
Andrew and I have worked very closely together. I first came to site 2 years before we actually signed a contract. So it was 2 years of relationship building before I came here, which is what gave me the ability to understand fully what it is they wanted on site.
From my point of view as the waste manager on site, it's important that I had a strong relationship with the account manager, Helena, who has been fantastic throughout the process. She has been with us from day one, from the tender process through to now. And I know I can always rely on her to give her a bell, and I always get a prompt, polite service, and I'm extremely happy. She knows the site inside out, she knows the people on site, and it just takes the pressure off me.
We've got the flexibility to be able to take things out into our own site, and we're controlling the waste from cradle to grave, which gives the customer the peace of mind that not only are we following the waste hierarchy all the way through, but we've got full and complete legislative compliance.
Nottingham factory as a whole generates approximately 4,500 to 5,000 tonnes of waste a year. But I'm working closely with FCC Environment to ensure that we can achieve less than 5% waste to landfill by close of play this year.
We offer a bespoke service where we spend the time to get to know what the customer's aspirations are as far as waste services go, whether it's recycling rates increasing, landfill reduction. It gave us time to sit down and look at what initiatives we could bring to the table. It's not just what the customer is asking us to do, it's what the customer really wants, but they don't actually know what they want yet. And it's about building that whole package together.
From a recycling perspective, we generate an awful lot of cardboard waste from site. All our raw tobacco is shipped in cardboard cases. FCC Environment have worked with us to introduce a closed-loop recycling system. So whatever cardboard waste we dispose of, we can then buy back through the recycling route as cartons, which we then use for our cigarette blanks or also our packaging cardboard.
And we're actually making the waste into a resource at the end of it. It's a case of looking at each different customer and finding out what we can do to segregate their waste and diversify the way they think about their waste on site, so that it's not just the thing that happens at the end that we just pay as little as possible to get rid of, but it's a thing that happens at the end that actually some really innovative things can happen with.
Other than all the other things that FCC Environment have done, they've just made my job easier, and that's fantastic.